friends, and welcome to this week's Qigong practice. This session was specifically curated to help with inner peace, emotional balance, mental clarity, health, and healing. When we feel good within our body, we tend to open up mentally, helping to release all that ails us. As always, begin with your feet, knees, and hips in alignment. We commence with the breath, really allowing your body to fully expand into each in-breath and release on the out-breath. As we take in energy from the air, we help to release stress and tension and come back into a greater state of inner harmony. You can see I'm really expanding through my whole body through the breathing. And then we'll gather up, consciously gathering your energy and your attention from any person, place, situation, or circumstance where it may have become entrapped, stuck, ensnared, and call your energy back to you so that you're working at full capacity, mind, body, and spirit. This practice of gathering also helps to draw the energy deep into the belly, anchoring us to the earth and her nourishment. And we gather up the energy from heaven and allow this to absorb into our spirit, infusing us with wisdom and vitality. We seal this in by holding the hands at the lower dantian. And then release, lean into your right leg, and we'll step out to the left into Wuji, or basic stance. The weight is evenly distributed along the base of the feet, and you can see that I'm really making sure my feet are in place. With your knees soft, bring your knuckles up to your chin and then expand as we breathe in, and breathe out to fold forward. We breathe in again to expand open through the heart and the lungs. And we breathe out as we contract back forward. The tailbone tucks under as we fold, and we really are just compressing through the upper half of the body. This practice is called spinal cord breathing. It's very beneficial for the entire spine. If you'd like to add to this practice, fold over straight and then just turn about 45 degrees to the side, draw up and expand open. Compress back down, breathe in up to the side, open, and then back to center. This way we're spiraling the energy up through the midline of the body, this central palace area, really infusing the body with calm and energy. Now come into a forward fold, releasing down as far as feels comfortable for you. Let your head release fully and your neck relax. And then push off the base of the feet and breathe in as we retract back upwards. If at any time you feel like releasing through the breath with a sigh, feel free to do so. Soften through the knees, and we're going to rotate the shoulder sockets forward. I'm not using my arms here, they're quite relaxed, and I'm really using my whole body to slide my shoulders forward, opening up through the upper back, the whole spine, and moving the energy up the spine. Breathing out forward, breathing in, coming back up. Now let's go back the opposite direction. Tailbone under, rotate the shoulders back, soften through the knees, and push up and release. With this form, we're not only releasing through the spine and the shoulders and upper back, but we're also massaging through the heart center. Allow your shoulders to release down. As you return to neutral, realign. Make sure your head is connected to that golden cord. Breathe in and then breathe out as you lean as though you're placing your ear towards your shoulder. And then breathe out, chin to chest. Breathing in, rock your neck back about 50% of the way. You always want to listen to your body. If something hurts, give it a miss. Don't push or strain too hard. Chin to chest. Head back up to neutral, realign, and then ear towards the other shoulder. Breathing out, arc the chin towards the chest, and then breathe in and come back. This is a great practice for opening up through the channels in the side of the neck and the back of the head. When we hydrate and lubricate the spine, we help the body to release the tendency towards fight, flight, and freeze. Come back to neutral and gather the hands in front of the lower dantian. Here we're going to breathe in and expand out as we look over the shoulder. Then breathe out and release forward, softening through the knees, chin to the chest. And then breathing in to expand out again. You'll notice I'm really peeling my thumbs back behind me. This opens up the yin meridians that run through the inside of the arms, including those of the heart and lungs. This is a wonderful way to really help clear these channels as we open up through the spine. Breathing in to expand, taking in the life force around us, and then softening as we come back to center. Let's do one more round. Release your hands back to neutral. Now turn your upper body about 45 degrees to the side. Breathe in and raise your arms up overhead, about shoulder width apart. And then palms outward, slide them down as you squat down, as though your hands are running along a pane of glass. Return to neutral. Turn the upper body about 45 degrees. Breathing in, raise your arms. Rotate back to face forward, and then hands sliding down. You can see here I'm really using the strength in my legs. Breathing in as you turn, raise the arms up, gather up overhead, turn forward and release down. This practice is very beneficial for releasing stress and tension through the center of the body, where the densest area of the fascia resides and where we tend to hold trauma, stress, and anxiety. You'll notice here I'm really keeping my hips forward, so I'm getting a little twist through the spine, which also makes this practice very beneficial for the kidneys, which are the batteries of the body. Turn again, breathing in, raising up, breathe out to forward, and just slide back down. Returning to neutral. Hands draw back to back. We're going to slide up through center, palms turn out, and wave out to the sides. Try to keep your chin at the level of the horizon rather than looking down for this form. I know for myself there's this tendency to want to follow my hands with the eyes, and we want to keep the throat open, keeping that gateway between the head and the heart nice and expansive. This is a whole body practice. I'm tucking my tailbone under, pushing off the base of the feet and allowing the hands to fan out. We're going to add to this practice. We'll be using the form in the same way. So draw up through center and expand out. Palms back to back. One more time. And now for this round, we're going to pull all the way up through center and release out overhead. Hands will draw back in and will wash down. As the hands float down, feel your body purified by the beautiful air and qi around you. Breathing in to expand and release stagnation. We gather up what's fresh, whole, pure, and wash this through the body. Breathing in, release, be willing to let go. This is one of the hardest parts for human beings, letting go and trusting. But you never know what you may be letting go of is quite possibly going to be replaced by something even better. Now palms facing towards the earth, we'll turn the body 45 degrees again, and then arc the hands up overhead in a semicircle, and then allow them to just cruise back down. Come back to center, turn. Allow the wrists to be soft as the hands float up so they're on two clouds, and then washing back down. Coming again back to center, float up, overhead, hips stay forward. We're moving through the upper body, circulating the blood and the qi. Now let's go in the opposite direction, breathing in to come up, overhead in a grand arc, and then back down. Steady and strong through the legs. I'm still maintaining my soft knees, tailbone anchored, and head aligned with the heavens. From this point forward in the practice, we're moving into a bit of rhythm and flow to help settle the qi and leave you feeling calm, balanced, and replenished after a clearing. Draw back to center, keeping the hands facing towards the earth. Lean into your right leg and step about 1 foot width further apart. Not quite into Mabu, but a wider stance. Now we're going to start shifting and turning as though there's an infinity symbol in front of you, and you're tracing this with your hands. We're shifting from one leg to the other, and as we pull across, we're turning the upper body. Shift and turn. Breathe in to pull across. Breathe out to turn. Find your own rhythm with this form. Maybe you want to go a little bit slower. Allow your legs to do the work. The wrists are soft and relaxed. And we'll build on this form as we go. Come back to center, and now we're going to shift and go the opposite way. Notice what's happening in your own mind and body as you shift directions. Does this feel challenging for you? Did it send you out of whack? These are indications of how we respond to what's happening in our lives. If shifting and turning and changing directions feels challenging, try to just relax a little bit more into the form and trust your rhythm. Now draw one hand across the face and slide back down. This is called the koi jumping out of the pond. We come all the way back and across again, and then the opposite hand sweeps in front of the face, palm out. Come all the way across and then back again. I'm still using this shifting and turning, lower half doing the same, but now we're involving the arms, making it a little bit more complicated. Slide across, come back, opposite hand, clearing the mind with the cool yin of the water, the koi are in. Slide across, come back, opposite hand. This is one of my very favorite forms if I've had a stressful day or my mind just doesn't seem to want to settle. It's very relaxing and grounding. And you may find that the more you do this practice, the more you can let go, where the shoulders are soft, the wrists are relaxed, and the lower half is very much strong and grounded. Front of the face, come down and across, sweep back. So your hands are running over the water behind me. To finish this little set, we're just going to run our hands over again in the figure 8 pattern, coming back to where we started. The infinity symbol reminds us that everything is born and dies and is reborn again, sometimes in another fashion, but energy never dies. Bring your foot back in, back to basic or wuji stance. Now use your hands to push out as you sink through the tailbone and soften through the knees. I like to imagine I've got a big stone wheel under each hand, and I'm just gently using my arms to turn them. Breathing in to come in and out to push out. Tailbone tucks under, and then we push out again. You'll notice I come right back up to proper position before I start again. This is another good metaphor for life. Rather than flitting to and fro, come back. Allow yourself the time to take a pause. Even if it's just a moment to breathe, this one action can really help to calm your nervous system. And calming your nervous system can change your entire life. Float your arms up, back, down to the sides. We're going to gather up again. This time, you're going to dive the hands down through center. Connect at the pinky fingers. Breathe in and raise the hands up overhead. Fingers dip all the way down through center. Float up. Allow the hands to float back down. It's as though you're tracing a giant heart. And then gather up overhead and draw back down and through the body. Let's do a couple more rounds. Breathing in, breathing out, Let's float up again. This time I'll show you from the side so you can see the full form. Gather up. Draw the hands down and through, down to the lower dantian, then scoop up, pinkies connected. Draw in and down. We're gathering up the cool nourishment of earth. Float up, release back down, come back up, trace the top of the heart, float back down, scoop back up. I got a little bit out of whack with this one earlier. I had an ant crawling up my leg halfway through this little session. Gather up, trace in, come down, all the way down. Breathe in and come up. Wash this down and through, filling yourself up with the beautiful energy of earth. Back up one more time and release. Draw one hand over the other at the lower dantian. We're almost finished our practice. Now we'll center the chi nice and low. Top hand reaches out and down, and then the hands alternate spiraling. And you'll notice that it's as though I come back to holding the chi ball. So as the top hand comes up, the bottom hand flips over. This way we're always gathering in and then releasing down. Gather in and release down. We're drawing the energy down to the lower dantian, gathering it in so we're anchored. We're bringing the body and mind into balance and allowing the mind to be calm and relaxed. Seal this in, hands at the lower dantian, and we'll just circle 3 times clockwise. This is very beneficial for your organs. Just finishing up this practice with some very calming forms. Now rub your palms together at the Lao Gong point. Get your hands nice and warm, and then we'll wash the face 3 times with the palms. Up through center, down along the sides, back up and down. This is very beneficial for the skin on your face, helping to bring that beautiful, healthy glow to the surface, calming and relaxing. Now take your forefinger and thumb and massage the outer edge of the ears 9 times. Your ears hold your whole body's energy. They're the gateway for the kidneys. And massaging through the ears is a great way to improve your vitality, your health, and just to feel really good. Now pull your earlobes out to the side and we clear the channels along the neck. Hands running down the throat, just clearing that gateway between the head and the heart. And then tap over one shoulder, releasing through the upper back and shoulder. And then let's get going up the back of the neck. I'm just using light chops and then tapping the whole head. This is so good for brain fog, releasing any tendencies towards stagnation in the face and the head, and just feeling really alive. Running hands down the inside of the arms, out the outside, and then we'll brush off the whole body, releasing any chi that's brought to the surface. coming back to center and hopefully feeling calm and relaxed, centered and balanced. Thank you always for joining me for these practices. Remember to always gather your chi at the end of a session. Like and subscribe for more great information and Qigong sessions every week here on this channel. Drop me a message below and let me know what you'd like to see. What practice would you like to do next? Gather up, bring your chi back to you so that you're whole and complete, fully aligned and revitalized at the end of every session. We always want to close down the gates and bring our energy back to us so it's not leaking out. This way we stay whole, purified. Release the hands out, bring the feet back together. We do our salute. I bow in reverence to you and myself and all of creation. Wishing you all a beautiful day. I'm looking forward to sharing Qi with you online in the very near future. Keep your eyes peeled for that. And again, send me a message and let me know what you'd like to see next. I so appreciate all of you and your invaluable feedback.